When it comes to traveling for Thanksgiving, things look very different this year, but that doesn't mean you can't get away. The travel mom, Emily Kaufman, joins us with some insight. Hey, Emily.
Hi, good morning. It's great to be with you.
Great to have you back on. So what are the travel trends that you're seeing at this time?
Well, quite frankly, the travel trends we're seeing is not to travel. And with the vaccine on the horizon, that gives us some hope for 2021 and into 2022. But right now, an ideal way to travel, if you feel like you really want to get away, is in an RV. RVs are booming in terms of rentals. And I've teamed up with RVshare.com. They're the first and largest platform that is a peer-to-peer connection that puts owners and renters together so that you can rent a vehicle that works for you. They've got more than 100,000 vehicles in their platform, so you can create a vacation experience that works for you and your family.
Well, like you're saying, there has been such a boom in RV getaways, but many people seem to struggle over the summer to actually find one to rent. So what are your suggestions?
Well, this platform, RVshare.com, is a perfect place to go to because whether you're looking to take a little overnight camping trip or you want to do a cross-country road trip, they've got something for everybody there.
Yeah, and it's incredible, the selection, right? So what would you say is the single most important thing to remember when traveling during this time?
No matter what you're doing, if you're taking a road trip or an RV trip, thinking about hotels or airlines, remember that this protocol is all in place to keep us safe and healthy, and you must adhere to the protocol or it's ineffective and useless.
Yeah, so true. What else do you want to tell us about this great service?
Well, what I want to mention to people is I'm so grateful to do what I do. It's kind of interesting. My daughter was an intern on this show, and I feel very connected to it. She was a goalkeeper at the U of A women's soccer team, and she went with me last week on my first RV trip, and we actually spent a couple nights at an amazing hotel in Scottsdale. And I'm so grateful to do what I do, that the way I give back is I give trips away. And it's through my social media, Facebook and Instagram, The Travel Mom, or at thetravelmom.com. I'm giving away an amazing road trip right now on my social media. And if you want more information about how to rent an RV, the selection of everything they've got, check out RVshare.com.
With about another minute left, what surprised you the most about doing an RV trip that you think people should know?
I really was pleasantly surprised. My only regret is that I didn't do it earlier. At first, I was so focused on driving because I was very intimidated by the size of the vehicle. And the owner from RV Share came over and went through everything with me, showed me how to work the generator and the water pump and the electrical system. So I felt very confident with those things. It was the driving that was so intimidating. Yet I figured it out. I could flip a U-turn in that right now with so much confidence. And what I realized is the driving is just the smallest piece of the experience. I loved having all the space to spread out, that when you open your door, you're right there. We went up to Sedona, and in Sedona, you can just be hiking and outside just by opening the door to the vehicle. So I've really fallen in love with an RV vacation.
Yeah, and unlike renting from a big corporation, you're dealing with people who are passionate about their RVs, about, traveling that way. So they're going to give you all the tips and tricks directly. Emily Kaufman, as always, pleasure to speak with you.
Great to be with you. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Thank you so much. And to learn more about traveling during the holiday season in a safe manner, visit thetravelmom.com and RVshare.com, and also keep up with Emily by following The Travel Mom on Facebook and Instagram.